Scott here, and this is part 0 of what if deku was Michael Afton. Well, sorry guys I didn't post this because I just need a break. That's all. So this is part 0 of what if deku was Michael Afton. And you say on fun now? Yes, I is. Yes, I is. Tiki Toroki, and King Deva's mom. And in this story, quirks do exist in this universe, but not very much. And shout out to the UTED. I cannot pronounce it right, so this is premise, and this is spring of Izuku's the story manga I haven't very much.
Michael Afton is the main protagonist of the FNAF series, being the series' main playable character in FNAF 1, 3, Sister Location, Pizza Sim, and several others that are debatable. This time around I want to talk about the son of FNAF's greatest nuisance and take a look at everyone's favorite everyman. Michael Afton was born at some point in the 1970s to William Afton and wife Afton. As the eldest of three, Michael grew up to be kind of a rebel and troublemaker, but most importantly, he grew to be a bully to his younger brother, the child that William had refused to name for whatever reason. Michael knew that his younger brother loved visiting Fredbear's family diner, the restaurant their father ran, but he was terrified of the animatronics. So, Michael wore a mask resembling Foxy and played pranks on his younger brother, hopping out of corners and scaring him, making him cry and pee his pants like a little bitch. Of course, Michael was also criminally insane for a 13-year-old, and managed to convince his friends to also wear Freddy Fazbear masks, and help him prank his brother on his birthday. Michael's idea was to put his brother's head into the mouth of Fredbear to really scare him. However, when he did this, Fredbear hadn't had his lunch break yet, and bit down on non-applicable's head, which crushed his frontal lobe. Things weren't that funny suddenly, and Michael told his father that he had just accidentally killed his younger brother. William was less angry as he was disappointed, and after running to the hospital with his family, Michael said one last goodbye to his younger brother. By the way, like the week before, his sister had died, so overall not a good month for Michael. Michael was admittedly a troubled soul after the fact, taking up the famous American addiction of sitcoms and a good home life. Michael managed to actually find some semblance of sanity a few years after killing his brother. At some point, Michael witnessed his parents' separation, and his father disappeared from his life. Michael would eventually get a call from his father asking him to go see Circus Baby in his underground rental service. Michael would land a job there and begin working. The first night was just training, for which Mike was there for a collective 2 minutes and wasn't paid. The next night, Mike would start to actually work, coming across Ballora,
Foxy, Freddy, Bon Bon, the Bitty Webs, Mini Rings, Yendo, a little bit.
All without ever actually seeing Circus Baby. Eventually, Michael is instructed by Baby's voice to go to the scooping room, and like the psychopathic nonce Michael is, he followed her instructions. Michael stood in front of the deadly machinery he had witnessed scrap an animatronic the night before, and was somehow surprised to find out he had been tricked. As it turns out, Circus Baby scrapped Ballora the night before on purpose. As each animatronic was scrapped, she combined all their parts to create Ennard, a vaguely human-shaped endoskeleton. Even after hearing of Baby's evil plan, Michael does not simply move 2 feet to the right and ends up being scooped by the scooper. That is to say, a giant metal claw just ripped out his lower abdomen. Ennard used the opportunity to wear the somehow still living Michael's body as a skin suit and started power walking every time he beat a custom night challenge. This is where things diverge from the normal theory, and the normal theory states that Michael literally became herbal as a result of his body decaying. Now, I'm not an expert on decay or anything, I'm just a college student studying that kind of stuff, but I'm pretty sure dead bodies don't ever turn purple like this. I think more likely what's happening is we're seeing a representation of Michael aging. I think we're seeing Michael over the course of years be shunned from his neighborhood for being, creepy and possessed, while he slowly grows to resemble his father more and more. Or maybe he is herbal. Who am I to judge? Either way, it's worth noting that this state leaves Michael looking like William, at least to spirits. Eventually, Ennard, for whatever reason, gets sick of living inside Michael and pukes itself out into a gutter. This should have killed Michael, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't, and he gets right back up. It's at this point Michael makes a statement that he vows to find his father after realizing that, yeah, William Afton was definitely a murderer and he was definitely responsible for all those mysterious deaths. So, Michael goes job hunting. His last job had pretty shitty benefits, so he applies to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, guaranteed to be a low-pressure job for a man his age, which I should mention, he's in his 30s now. Michael wants to liberate the spirits that possess the animatronics, one of which even recognizes him as his brother, but most of the animatronics just see Michael looking exactly like the guy who killed them and try to murder him back. Michael probably realizes he can't get close enough to the animatronics to do anything about it, so he eventually quits his job. Michael would then live for another 30 years of complete and total peace. Then Fazbear Frights happen. Michael sees a help wanted ad for a new Freddy's location, sort of, and joins on as a security guard. Now a 60-something, Michael faces off against his father in a reanimated bunny outfit, and also these hallucinations he's having from all those psilocybin mushrooms he's been eating in his Lucky Charms. Eventually, Michael gets tired of his father's bullshit and burns the building to the ground. This is the first time anyone's ever tried this. After believing his father to be gone for good, Michael returned home, but then all the PTSD from his entire life hit him all at once. Michael has routine nightmares from the perspective of his younger brother, who was killed at Michael's own hands. He fends off against nightmarish versions of the monsters Michael had to face his whole life, even a representation of his father, and of course, Fredbear. These nightmares may have been bad enough to put Michael in the hospital, but it's just as likely the meds and IV bag you sometimes see around the bed are actually in reference to the hospital room the crying child was in before he passed. Either way, Michael actively relives all of the trauma of his entire life within 8 nights before being able to let go and do what must be done. After a few years, Michael is hired as the manager for a Freddy Fazbear establishment, where he is instructed to bring in every animatronic that would appear in the back alley. He needed them all in one place. These animatronics include his father, his sister, his father's friend's daughter, and a huge pile of scrap that was inside him once. Michael gets into a crawl space to do manager stuff and eventually logs off one last time. However, Scrap Baby starts a villainous monologue about murder that Michael's buddy the tape guy has to interrupt. The tape guy explains that the animatronics have been brought there as a trap as the vents in crawl space begin to heat up. He basically tells Michael, "I didn't think you'd show up, but I imagine you want to die with these guys," without ever asking. Maybe Michael did want to die. I mean, he's pushing late 60s to early 70s, but the tape guy goes on. He reveals that the puppet is possessed by his daughter, revealing himself to be Henry Emily, who I can only imagine would be in his 80s or 90s by now. Of course, Henry also wants to die, so everything inside the pizza place burns. I really hope the birthday party that was going on in there was cut short. Michael Afton.
And that's the story of Michael Afton. So we start our story, and that's in that is a spoil why. So very much we see Izuku find the equivalents of the USJ attack. And the West again still again. After Izuku very much finds Saragi is in no mood try to Saragi didn't want to kill the kid, but he decided to they don't kill him, kill Mercy. So Izuku got crushed. And at this point, All Might was sick on the day, so Naruto was called in to stalk him instead. Yeah, and Paramount. Ingo was depressed. Having here it is, she's gonna be dead. When Izuku expected, and Izuku sees this guy. So, here you. Manga is overlooking his player much of his toys, but he's 3,000 years old by now. Marco was not very happy being in this mindscape. On a sprint, you're dead. Huh? Marco explained his story of you just here. This ain't in the video. Yeah. And you're my reincarnation. It takes some years. You can measure my powers. What's your powers? Mine is fine fire techniques, sneaking, stealth. Magic, and immortality. I can die? Nope. So he said every 20 years in Gomez. The first 20 years, he actually did stealth training very much. And the next one, you can master the stealth and mark up and define the next 20 years. You get magic. He said fire magic, wind magic, and earth magic, and special dragon magic. But after that, he immortality train. Margo just did some he can recover. So Izuku must see 2,000 years later. You don't. And a couple of years later, Izuku trying to get on the mindscape. Margo's brain, you can only look at one, so like me. So Izuku wake up in coffin. He just break his coffin door in his crown and come out. So so his heel, pretty much his heel costume on. So makes sense to put my heel costume on. So he found the old Afton's house. So he sent some crows in, and Margaret is of his mind sent two scrolls and sent crows as Margaret wearing this in his thumbnail. So Izuku find he changed his name to Michael Afton. And be 20 pounds a year is unless Afton be alive. So I say Michael or Izuku means the same person. Izuku was this find a job as a scare guard. What are you, sir? I'm sure as a night guard of a museum of heroes in Prosper Flight. The museum of Professor Entertainment and Paramount in the heroes over the years. Izuku weed actually. They're mentioned by the hero side. And some quirks are still a thing, but it's not illegal being hero. Now you can be a bounty hunter. Wow. And Izuku got some 5 months later, he got some money. And he got a Paramount apartment. And he buys his own apartment in the other is Inko Midoriya. And now in the storyline. Zuko said, you're doing work. Yeah, you're Michael Afton, right? Yes. Okay, sign here. Thanks, buying my own apartment. And Zuko see his own room. Oh, please don't buy that. Melly? Yeah. I'm probably using my own bedroom. Okay. Ingo's so depressed. talking to Izuku. Manga inside Izuku's mind. She does in the past. And Mako in that day is the last time we speak. Okay. And Mako, sweet flower, Izuku's mind. So, Izuku, pretty much, he quit the museum job away. So he find a job being a bounty hunter. And he find a guy named, I'm going to say Josh Emily. Josh said, well done, you're Michael Afton. Right. Here. And give him a task to guard 2 women in their 20s are very much in their names Tiki Todoroki and Eri Todoroki. Okay, so he bargained them for your bodyguard. Yep. Says, what's going on him? Yeah. I'm your bodyguard. Okay. And the father was named Kara. He said, sorry about my daughters. After their mother died 2 years ago, damn, it cold. They're turning in college. Yeah. I'll be their bodyguard for 2 months. Sir. Izuku at this point, being their bodyguard. Why you fast? Eri, I'm gonna be your bodyguard. You're just a bounty hunter. This is a job for you. Dealing with cash. Hey, yeah, but I need the money to pay my apartment. Whatever. Izuku mind. Oh, this Eri girl can get me mad. So calm down after that. Getting mad there? Tiki said, Eri, stop. What, Tiki? I can tell he can value your attitude. Whatever. See this walkway in your side by my sister. We're twins, but she's 1 second older than me. Well, I guess 1 second older twin? Yep. Makes sense. Yeah. So, after that, Zuko keep on walking with them. And after 2 months, they're far too much up. Thanks, and here 5 yang. Only 5? It's never much we have. Makes sense. So, he got another job as a hunter. So, your next job is kill 10 vampires. 10? In New York. So, he packaged up and actually, you go and tell me here. And I see 4 dudes. Name. See what the Cammy. Nope. 3 dudes and 1 girl. Cammy, Bakugo, Turkey. No. Technology. So, thank you, guys. Wait a minute. Midoriya? Cammy said. Then I said, wait. The darkness is back? Midoriya, bro. How you you doing here? We're still alive these days. We're immortal. How? All guys are immortal too. And Baka would be mad you come back as a something. You changed your name, didn't you? Yeah, I did, actually. Why? Well, they get. Yeah, be a little bit different. Okay. And they said after that, they pretty much go here a base. Whoa. Zuko see a lot of guns. What? Huh. You see our holy bullets. Yeah, so wow, there's a lot of bullets. Yeah. This is guard holy famous horror bombs. Anything you can think of and kill vampires. When you kill 10? Yeah. Or once they were Sue got injured. And wait, Midoriya? You guys recognize my voice. Yeah, you remember? Nope. That's good to know, so you don't recognize your voice. That's kind of weird. You don't recognize your own son's voice. I buy my whole apartment. You see your room? Yeah, she don't change it. I don't know with it. Yeah, we saw your room. We visit. And Bob could change. How? Well, he changed for better. He don't pick on us, but he is different now. How different? So different. He stopped using his quirk completely. What? He's done being healed. He was now legal now. And he do better on himself now. It changed the last 4 years. Changed ever the war. Villains and heroes. Don't tell me. Yo-Yo High now is a college for kids now. Nezu, Cell Life, almost everyone you know now disappear or dead. St. Kellen's back up again, back in old times in the 1980s. Don't you see? By every someone back. Come on! You heard about it? Yes, I heard about it. Jeez, I need for this to come back. Yeah, nice thing to come back too. This won't be done forever. But, I credit Scary Garden in the museum. Yeah, getting the museum, you can quit there. What was it? He was in Fighting Entertainment? Oh yeah, that can go very easily. Maybe we're bare 10 months. 12, yep. It's so weird stuff. If I'm going crazy. It sounds some animatronics and the air of when the team start moving. And you hear the phone guy say they start moving and joints and back and he's right. The thing that there, so he's like, you know, here's those. That's part of the service. So, Fario? Yeah, I was died a couple times. So, I did not yet. Good thing, too. So, this is the first vampire. Izuku. That's 7 with a one spike. Huh. Go with spike. You made a steak. Not answer meat. What spice and stinks right that part. Yeah. And Zuko and his own friends start killing the last vampires. Zuko needs a little boy a gun to shoot at and die. This needs to kill them. No can be doing no can. So after that, Zuko go back to Japan. And he got 10,000 yen. Woohoo! Yeah, here. Thanks. Anytime. So Zuko, Iron Hand, he got here. Ring. Who is it? Oh, it's you from God. Midor. Wait, Alphin's. We need you back. What for? Oh, I thought I almost got killed by those damn tracks. Well, those episodes were controlled by a colonel called the Black Killer. The Black Killer. Oh, that's fine. That's fine, boy. You'll have your dead meat good in your home. Good thing too. See you tomorrow night. You know I'm out here. Yeah, but we want you to have this job for 2 days. Find a guy and rest and praise over God. Your business go down now? Of course it is! What? For? This... I got some creature we've never seen before. Well, I'm not lying. We've never seen this creature, so it's gonna be a lot harder. Fine. I'll see what I can do. Good. Zuko got his hands on between his eyes. Jeez, this is gonna be hard. I hear a knock. Who is it? It's TK. TK? Oh, come in. Door's open. Thanks. Yeah. Feel bad? Yeah. I'm gonna say that's just normal. For real? Yeah, of course. It is normal reaction. Thanks, I guess. What kind of car you got? Oh, it's called lava or magma. For real? Yeah, my hair connects to my core, same my body. I get some tension rate, very high tension. My entire body turn magma like. So, very much going very high, going by very much. You can't really use your course these days. You become a bounty hunter. I want to become a bounty hunter. Wait, I know. So, you please tease me. Teach. Yeah. I want somebody to teach me. That's like you. Fine, okay. And that's the end of part 0 of Life Deku was Michael Afton White Scarf. So bye!